known as Patriot Place. EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Miami Dolphins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there, and right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Hamler now on the return. That'll be a 41-yard. Just 1 yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
2 yards, good enough for a first. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. Back to throw now on 1st down. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go, defense.
Now a toss play. It's Harris. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line. Let's go. Cowboy 80. Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll drop to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. Touchdown! Damian Harris with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
On play action, here's Tua. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead to more issues.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Jamie Gillandale as he'll punt it away for the second time. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailing?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
And the Patriots are going to be looking at a first and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and 1, Tua. Eluding the pressure right.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. From the gun, it's Tua. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. He'll look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the right side with Harris. Trucks over him. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Oh, nice move. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. And that's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup,
relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
After the sack, you could understand it maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish, but looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that first down in the process. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. And CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Just like that. Just like that. 49, check 49.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 21-14.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. To try again after the sack. Tua, he's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Dancing to his left. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Now a first down carry for Harris. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check 4. Check 4. Count. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. K.J. Hamler, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tua going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Parker here, complete. Tua to Parker there for the Miami first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
They find some open field here.
And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now back to throw. Powers through him, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Out of bounds, just short of midfield.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
5-5-5.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. They'll set up a throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Here's Tua. And this is Parker, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Now Tua. Buying time to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Tua. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Tagovailoa. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Patriots have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll roll him out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
I know we don't like to admit it. We'd like to appear to be on top of every situation, but there's no way we expected that. They have the lead, and they pull the fake.
Well, I hit you on your leg under the table because I couldn't believe they were doing that. You're right, lead fourth quarter, but I guess they wanted a bigger cushion.
I guess so, but I guess maybe that is the beauty of it because there's no way they could have expected on the other side of the ball as well. They have the lead. They expect them to go ahead and kick it.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Pats, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.